Yo, 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 what's up, what's up? I mean, who likes to know when the new character PV releases anyway, right? The best gifts are the ones that get announced 5 minutes earlier. Like, what's going on, right? Not only are we only getting the banner information, any semblance of her kit or anything like that with no notification at any point today. Isn't that fantastic? Isn't that fantastic? Yo Aka, what's up, what's up? We'll check out the new music video in like a bit. Yes, there will be a maintenance. The maintenance will be from 1 to 6 UTC. From 1 to 6 UTC, we can pop it up again ourselves real quick. Is a fast one. Yeah, truly a chaotic zero info nightmare. That resembles it quite well. So here we go. This is the maintenance that we got announced, and the maintenance will be from 1 to 6 UTC. So again, around the similar time as Shizuru released, though I do believe they put the maintenance 1 hour forward last time. Also, we get Battle Missions Abyss. Should be something like maybe chapter 8 of the Battle Missions. When SERENIEL gameplay leaks? See, that's the question, right? I wish I could give you an answer. The only thing we have for the moment is this right here. Also, 75 to 100% chance that we're going to get copyright striked for playing a Chaos Zero Nightmare video on a Chaos Zero Nightmare stream. So, fun times. I didn't see this before, so let's see. Truly a murderous angel. This is the official channel. Necessary physics, absolutely. Truly, yeah, holiday season horror game murder angel. Yeah, the comments were indeed correct. Oh, also at 2 minutes 40, I think we get a player reveal, like how we look in game. So let's see. At least that's what some of those comments said that I saw before we started the video. 2 minutes 40 was it? Ah, there's still a while away. SERENIEL when? Since she's limited, is it worth pulling till 6? We'll have to see how the copies go. But if any unit was worth it, it is her. Because you won't be able to get her after her banner ends. So we'll have to see. Obviously, we have to see how powerful she is, but in general, with current character power, E0 was always enough. Also, fun fact, apparently the voice actor herself sang this. That is kinda crazy. So, good for her. Please tell me SERENIEL is a skip. I mean, she's a limited unit. You won't ever be able to get her again until potentially summer, Christmas, or something like that. And yeah, this is apparently us. This is apparently us. This yeah, black-haired guy with the, you know, with the cap down, so you don't really see the facial features. So yeah, shout out to the in-game mod. I mean, it doesn't look bad, right? Like, obviously a lot of imagination is still left, yada yada. So at last it has been revealed. I am in fact not the main character. You can clearly notice a difference in terms of volume and color. So, sorry to disappoint you, but it's not me, right? I saw it a few times in the comments, but I am not John Nightmare. But yeah, good that we have this out of the way. But yeah, no, our war criminal can't be this cute. Sometimes I forget CZN is supposed to be a horror game. John Zero Nightmare, Captain Chaos. Let's see. Make AMVA singing the music. Cute song. JPVA sang it herself. Absolute Angel. Christmas present. Peak game, peak character, peak content. Everything apparently peak. When will the showcase start? See. That's the beauty of it. Nobody knows. Isn't that great? It's the same day. And nobody knows when. The only thing we have... And also, we don't even know what kind of showcase. Here. Listen to this. This is the only thing we have to go by.
세레니엘 프리뷰 영상은 하루 전인 12월 23일 유튜브 채널에
SERENIEL's preview is scheduled to go live on the CZN YouTube channel the day before, December 23rd. This single string of words is the only thing we have. That is certainly something. You wish SERENIEL had some support abilities. You'll have to wait a little longer. Ooh, also on that note, for SERENIEL's kid, who did they have together with her on the field? This might give us a hint towards who's on the banner. I know we hopefully figured it out today. But let's see.
기계가 하고 있습니다. 근데 조금 전에 무자비한 레이저 폭격을 쏟아내는 모습을 보이고 있습니다. 근데 조금 전에 호밍 레이저 카드를 활용해서 지속적으로
Nia Selena banner. Would that make sense? Nia Selena banner. Would that make sense? Probably would make sense, huh? Yeah. If it is... Yeah, exactly. Nia was already on the banner. Exactly. See, this is the weird part, right? So, I can see Selena... Especially Selena with her like tenacity damage increase, fill tenacity bar back up, do more tenacity damage. So if it is Cassius Selena, her would be great. But still, the chance obviously isn't crazy, but I wouldn't be surprised if the devs just fumbled mentioning. Oh, that's great. But yeah, no. It would be great if the devs just fumbled mentioning we're getting another 4-star, you know, a new 4-star. I wouldn't put it past the devs to just have forgotten or not mentioned that fact at all. I wouldn't really, I wouldn't really put it past them. Yeah, watching ads on my own videos. Yeah, I mean, you somehow gotta pay the bill, right? It's not that much. Oof. But yeah, infinite money glitch, indeed. So, yeah, I hope we get an announcement by in 21 minutes. That's kind of what I'm banking on. That we at least get like an announcement in 20 minutes on the exact time. My expectation would be hour 30 from now, 2 hours 30 from now. That's kind of what I would guess. Like, let me see, let me show you why I would guess so. So we have the Discord here. And if you take a look at this YouTube feed, you can check out when do they usually post their videos, right? The official showcase, roadmap showcase was at 11. just for your reference, that is in an hour 20, right? In an hour 20. Let's see. This one, the short one is unimportant. This one was, yeah, this one was also in an hour 20, the Shizuru PV. The Galactic News Network update, I think that was also around a similar time. It usually ends up around like in an hour 20, 2 hours 20. That's kind of where we're at. Yeah, I mean, then that would be in 80 minutes, right? So, alright, let's put the timer on screen for now. It's going to be a temporary one. We're going to update it the moment we get like an actual date. So let's make it the 23rd. So let's put up our 20 for now, huh? We'll change it if we get more information. But yeah, no. Just in case we started a little earlier, you know, just so we're ready. Subs, note, timer. And then we need to explain it. I need a word. What would you put over the timer so that people know that it's, you could say, a proper speculation, if that makes sense, right? What would we put above the timer to let people know that, yeah, guesstimation, yeah, guesstimate sounds alright. Estimation, speculative. I don't know, speculative sounds super uncertain. Coping. You know, coping has a little something. I'll agree. Coping has a little something. Tentative. Hype. 100% correct and confirm. A definitive timer. Definitive timer, right? We need to be really smart with it. Definitive timer confirmed by the devs that I called earlier this morning, right? Approximate. Approximate is imagine, potential. Yeah, we're going to get at least supposedly SERENIEL's full showcase today on the official channel. Based on your dreams, assessed, yep timer. It came to me in a dream. Lobby tier list. Most definitive atomic timed timer. Supposedly, John CZN whispered to me, hopefully. Do you think she'll be OP? I think she'll be good at least. Okay, so for those of you curious, that said like, what if it's Korean time? In Korea, they are already 8 hours ahead, right? So in Korea, they are already 8 hours ahead, so you don't have to worry that they meant the Korean 23rd, because that's already here for a while now. So how do we say this? Approximate. Yeah, I like the approximate. It sounds complicated as fuck. And, yeah, that seems about appropriate. Alright, let's, yeah, approximate just sounds high class. Whee! Any thoughts on what features we can get for that save data editor we are getting soon? What do you mean? Ask more specifically, because we already know a whole damn lot. Right? Please ask more specifically, because we can get a whole damn lot there already. That we already know from the roadmap. Supposed reveal does it as well. How do you think the save data will be every 10,000 runs? You know, the thing is, the game mode itself, to give you the save data, like the post completion save data editing ticket will come out in April, right? So I don't think it's the most time relevant issue, right? The whole game mode to give you that ticket, as far as I can tell, was April, no? Hey, Jack Nakasano, appreciate you for becoming a commander. Thank you very much. What's the countdown for? That's what we're putting on screen right now. It's our best guess as of this moment on when we're getting the showcase. The supposed reveal. There you go. Supposed. I hope I didn't, you know. Supposed reveal is meant to be in an hour 13 or something else. Where would this not worry anybody? Probably by us moving chat down, moving the timer over, making y'all a little smaller. There you go. Okay, so, Hyperspace Basin. How are we looking? As you can see, it's a little tough, but we're getting there. So Hyperspace Basin, I think we'll probably do like a stream after I finished all the stuff in regards to Sereniel, where we do Hyperspace. More importantly, we might actually have to get to Great Rift farming. And for Great Rift farming, what we need is a Cassius deck. Yeah, I need a Cassius deck. My Trester deck is good enough, but I need a Cassius deck. How do you clear Basin stage 8? Hey, I mean, we'll find that out, right? Alleged reveal. Trester abuse live on stream? Yeah, I can't wait. So, I'm unsure. Should we... Like, I need 2 copies of the upgrade card for Cassius. What all to complete before the update? Oh, also, let me see. Why is the audio feels a little louder than it's meant to be? I don't know. Why didn't you have scores in the Rift? Honestly, I don't know. Like, I checked 2 days ago and it told me I was top 10% with like 700,000 score. Which is not a lot of score. It's hard to get a triple/quad quest card. You know, I'd be happy with a double. I'd be happy with a double quest card. I feel like we can beat like a Foretold Ruin. And I wouldn't feel too bad about giving this run away. So... Let's see, we put in Cassius. I think my Luke should have no problem getting us through this. And I feel like that should be all that's necessary. Though I don't know if we want to go double support. I'm kind of feeling Shizuru. Yeah. Alright, let's see how long it takes us to get a good Cassius stuff. You streaming a day? I don't know. Depending on how long these devs decide they're not going to show anything off, we might actually have to. Cassius has to be one of the hardest to get save data for. I spent 2 weeks on him even with the Veronica Shizuru combo. That's crazy. Yep, apparently Cassius gaming. Ego manifestation. At the end of the battle, recover health. I mean, sure, we should have a little bit of a health problem. Alright. Double, triple question mark. Into campfire, no. Can we go up? Yes. Up, no. Down, no. So we could do double question mark, double fight question mark, up, fight, teleport thing. Alright, that sounds appropriate. Looks like a tough run, does it? Alright. Boom, Shizuru with the one-shots, you know it. Casual. Bro, Cass is getting nerfed, don't you have to use him anymore? Sure. If you want to say it like that, I mean, why not, right? I mean, let's say it like this, right? They're going to do, at the end of the day, it's what they said, an adjustment between the interactions of Cassius and Tressa, right? That's honestly all we have to go by for now, and that's going to be indeed February with the start of season 2. That is neither here nor there, not now. So it's a future problem. It's not something we have to think about at the moment. Alright, sure. Let's play a game. Yeah, exactly. It's a future me problem. Give me a 10. Yeah, they did say they were gonna buff healing of everybody besides Mika. Everybody is going to get improved in terms of healing besides Mika, because she apparently heals enough already. Always play the game, let's go gambling. Yup. A gambling angel. You know, he like protects you from losing in gambling. That's why he's your gambling angel. Didn't they say they're never gonna nerf any character? At the end of the day, that's the thing, right? That's why I find it so weird that people go out of their way to claim, ooh, CZN is changing, ooh, nerf here, nerf that. You don't even know what's going to happen. You don't even know what's going to happen. Like, why bother yourself with making up things if you can just wait and see? Ooh, I mean, okay. Shield increase. Fantastic. Give me lead. El Divine, true. When's the showcase? Supposedly in an hour and 7. I hope that in 7 minutes we get the reveal that it starts in an hour. Like, I have no idea how it's the same day already, but we have zero proper announcement in terms of when. We'll update the timer the moment we get anything official, but this is at the moment the most realistic speculation. Isn't that great? A realistic speculation. What if they forgot? I mean, what am I meant to do if they forget, right? And also, isn't it crazy how it's again gonna be less than 24 hours? Because by this time tomorrow, SERENIEL will have been out for around 3 hours already. And it's just like, I mean, yeah, sure. Which kind of partner do I have on my cat? Ah, we do have a proper partner for a bit of extra healing, which is great. How long will you wait after the hour and 7 minutes passes? I'd be willing to go for like 3 to 4 hours past that as well. Like, that's not really too much of an issue. I need to farm Cassie's decks anyway, so we might as well chill here together and have a little fun, huh? Make this day a little bit more enjoyable. It's not like I have a place to be, nothing I need to do, so well, we're chilling. We are chilling. It's been a while since we just did a longer-esque stream as well. I didn't even realize that since our last Shizuru testing stream and then the roadmap stream, it's been 12 days. I didn't even realize that. That's a crazy amount of time. What's the point of a reveal one day before release? I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. You gotta ask the devs at this point. Be like, alright devs, why? See, if I was the type of guy to buy a Christmas gift the day before, that would have already been a loss, no? Ooh. I think we Epiphany Cassius in hopes of getting the quest card. Dice Trick, nice. Now we just need the upgrade. We preferably want to get it like early. Does this game have a Chinese server? Or is that CE? I think you probably wanted to say CN. But yeah, a CN version of Chaos Hero Nightmare does exist. And for those of you wondering, the main difference is a bit of censorship in the amount of assets shown by certain characters like Maribel. It's a lot more subdued, a lot more delicate. Would it be wise to reroll a second account to get a Christmas lady? CZN, the type of game where running 2 accounts at the same time is very difficult. And I'm speaking from experience. Like, for example, we still have our free-to-play, but it's still on level like 43. It's sitting on like 240 summons, I guess, but it's been a while since I actually found the proper time of day to do anything there. I can't play this game in public. Just don't equip lobby screens, right? Just go with like Luke lobby. I mean, he holds a cat, right? He holds like a kitten. Could be worse. What would you say to someone having 5 accounts? I would congratulate him on somehow having found financial freedom and the ability to do one such thing. I would congratulate. Ooh, look. Is Cthulhu. Now, if only we have enough damage. That's gonna... Oh, so many Luke cards. And we can only play like one of them. Ah, this gives us quest cards, right? Okay, okay. Alright. So... This. Veronica's lobby does the job, plus it's cute. Nice. See? You don't have to go with the craziest looking lobby ever. Alright. I mean, this would be healing, and none of my cards truly scream mega useful. And the reason why it's healing is because we have Nyx as a partner who heals... No, we have Cassius as E2 who heals on draw. I don't think we have Nyx as a partner, and I don't even know who we have as Who do we have as Cassius' partner? Whoops! So, okay, that's good. DPS Cassius in full effect. Yep. Alright, great. A DPS Cassius shall see us through. Exactly what I thought I had. Exactly what I thought I had. And then there's me with Shizuru Lobby playing. Hey, Shizuru Lobby is still... Like, you can explain away a Shizuru Lobby. It looks good, right? At the end of the day, sure, people will be like... But it's not like anything too crazy, right? Shizuru Lobby, hey, it's a lobby, and that's pretty much that, right? Now, Sereniel Lobby is gonna do a little bit more than raising eyebrows. Hey, let's go. Luke with the comeback. Okay, nice. Does us playing a Luke breakdown card count as playing a Luke card? I think it does. Which means we need to start like this. Then we can open up with this one. Hit him with the dice trick. And then bring him the Magnum. One of these days we'll defeat him. You can't play this game and work with Sereniel lobby. You're working in the wrong place. Like, what if you just start working in like a maid cafe? Huh? All of a sudden, it wouldn't be too out of place, right? If you can't use the Sereniel lobby at your workplace, then you are working in the wrong place, right? You just gotta make it make sense. Yeah. Okay, so we are potentially an hour away. Did we get an announcement? Twitter feed. Posted a new post. Status. Display. Enhance. Okay. Good. Yes. It launches December 24th. Fantastic. Okay. Now we are that much smarter than we were a minute ago. So, truly amazing news. I haven't yet built Selena, no. So yeah, once again, the death strike. Again, scroll back down for a second, bro. Shh. We don't want to get, the wrath of the people. Alright, sure. The reduced stress taken Cassius armor. Why not? Lobby screen is enough for the showcase. What do you think is the best team? I don't know. I thought, like, think about taking on order content. No, not think about taking on what's the name? Instinct content and just running Khalib plus Sereniel. Khalib with a multi-bar tenacity reduction. Sereniel with obviously whatever type of tenacity reduction she has. You could run both of these characters on the new set. Both Khalib and Sereniel could then benefit from the tenacity broken status. Exactly, Mei Lin, same thing. You could use Battle Pass partner on Mei Lin to mega benefit. Mei Lin also herself really good at tenacity damage. She was doing the stream. Yes, it was Nia Selena as the 1 second clip they showed us. When will the showcase drop? Current going theory is in an hour. They could be spot on, could be far off. That's the fun of things. Nobody knows. Man, these damn devs, you know. Would Selena be good with a partner that draws the skill card? Yeah, her, the 3-star hunter part, the 3-star ranger partner with the the 3-star hunter partner with the 2 card draw is really favorable for like all units in the game. How about a Mei Lin, Serenia, and Cassius? Yeah, but you could also just. But you could potentially run that team without a healer by somehow figuring out a way on how you can do so. Okay, come on, crit for me. Just got Veronica yesterday. She's not fully leveled, but hits harder than most DPS. Nice. Alright, we did get that crit, which is sweet. Is Serenia already released? Hell no. She's going to release in around 22 hours. When's the showcase? Yep. Exactly. Okay. A or B? Probably B. On Cassius, huh? Smack that eternal hunger on Cassius and then figure out the rest. Seems like a solid approach. They forgot to post the reveal. Fuck. When are the healing buffs coming? All the big balance changes and approaches and like the Yuki rework, all of that is scheduled for release of Season 2. So release of Season 2 is Yuki rework, other characters rework that haven't been mentioned yet, and all changes of that, of that end, you could say. Where's my epiphanies? You know, I was kind of hoping we could get like a godly epiphany for Cassius. We're not really farming for Chains of Obsession. I think we can make it into like top 3% without Chains of Obsession. What I need is a Cassius quest card character. That's what I need. Quest card Cassius. Best Lab 0 team for building a Cassius. I mean, Cassius single target void character and then potentially a Mika in there as well is hard to go wrong with. Wait, how would Sereniel's lobby look like on CN server? Probably just like that. That is probably the CN server Sereniel lobby. Probably just like that. Yep, a diabolical global W. Indeed. Looks fun though. Hey, it has its charm, right? It does have its charm and nobody can tell you otherwise. What happens if I build Yuki and then they rework? Would my build change? No, what they're going to do is they're going to take the unpopular epiphanies that people don't play and make him better. Like, you know how they had like all the data to find the people that did X amount of runs while restarting the run, and how they were like able to call out the exact number of accounts? They are also tracking exactly how many times which epiphany for which character is getting picked, and also how many times combinations of certain epiphanies are picked together, allowing them to identify which epiphanies are currently, you could say, underperforming. We had the save data changed before people still own the bugged save data. Yeah, they did say they were gonna remove them at a later date, whenever that is. No. Her multipliers are fantastic. If you increase Yuki's multipliers, she's going to do a diabolical amount of damage. What is this? Desire? Ugh. This event screams leave. This doesn't really, you know. What happened to Yuki's buff starts of Season 2. All these character reworks, character changes, healer buffs, epiphany card upgrades, everything like that is mainly starting with the start of Season 2. Alright, give me Obsidian Sword here. Vehi. Jaja. Do you feel like Shizuru kinda clunky to play with her karmic flames and stuff? No, I like Shizuru. I like the playstyle. I don't think it's too clunky. Okay. Now, can we get a Cassie's Epiphany on his card before beating the boss? That'd be great. New tweet? Okay.
艦長、あなたを助けに来た守護天使、セレニエルです。あ、艦長のためなら、どこにでも飛んでいきます。
I mean, hey, at the end of the day, it is more promotion than we ever had for a character before. Now, you might be like, but why the f is it happening all the day before? And like this? I don't know, but it is more promotion than we ever had before. So that has to be worth something. Maybe they learn how to promote things a little earlier in time, right? Maybe in time they'll figure out the intricacies of not posting things 18 hours before character release. A man can dream, you know? A man can hope. Yo, Kunui, what's up? Do we know Sereniel's class? Yes, she's a hunter. Instinct hunter. So we're not getting a dice trick epiphany, which is unfortunate, to say the least. What's the verdict? Is she got here? We don't even know what she does. The only thing we know is that she's limited, meaning she at least already has a step up in comparison to other units. Because other units you can get later. Her, after her banner ends, it's gonna be a little, a little harder, you know? Just a little harder. Khalib synergy, I mean, she obviously has Khalib synergy already built in by the fact that she's not only instinct, but also she has to do with ravaging, and Khalib has tenacity break, or like tenacity bar removal. Won't come back for at least a year. Yeah, it's like usually a year to like 6 months, right? Like they could potentially rerun her as like a side banner to like a summer unit maybe. But no, in general, I wouldn't really let her come to pass. I'm also going to try to make that abundantly clear in our in our Shizuru versus Sereniel video that I post after we have the full kit. I'll try to make it abundantly clear that in fact, getting the unit first, thinking later, isn't the worst approach you could take. She should be able to break enemies really often, yeah, hopefully. And then Sereniel does have, Selena does have the card, which allows you to multi-break units in one turn. So that could then help with AP regeneration. And for those of you that didn't make the connection yet, think about a team like this. Shizuru, Selena, Sereniel. Shizuru gives you the cost reduction for the cards the next turn, but locks you out of AP. But what if you just generate AP by breaking targets? And then you break it again to generate more AP. Obviously, it's a bit of a stretch, but it's nice to think about. How do you have an epiphany symbol? And you're not a... Man. Also, where are all our epiphanies? I swear we barely have any. This is one. Huh? Hey, yo. For all of you that said epiphanies are that much more likely in the not zero in the zero system, where are my epiphanies? Huh? Why are we suddenly having a limited banner? Because it's Christmas. But yeah, when there's so many people complaining about how the Lab Zero didn't have epiphanies, we have one epiphany. How is this possible, right? If one of them is so much greater, how would this be possible? You know, I think we escape, right? Do you think Shizuru E6 strong? No, I don't think you should E6 Shizuru under any circumstances, really. Go back to Lab 0? Yeah, potentially. Yeah, obviously 1 is good enough, but it's not what we're looking for, right? What we're looking for right here is a Cassius. I just want a Cassius with an upgrade card. Right? I just want a Cassius with an upgrade card. That's all I want. I can already tell she'll want the glove that gives 140% damage upon Ravage. I don't think so. Wanna know why? Because the 140% damage is exactly a one-time thing, and you'd be best off boosting her overall damage, because we've already seen that she can create cards herself and then use those cards, and then buffing the damage of those cards is going to come out to more damage than dealing 140 upon breaking a target, which is a very temporary thing, right? You'll hit that maybe once, twice if you play like Selena per turn. Don't really think that's worth it. Cassie's deck for what content? Great Rift. We'll just try another Great Rift attempt, just to see if we can maybe make it like top 3, top 1%. I'm not too bothered by it, but it's something to do while we wait for tomorrow. Yeah, alright, then let's try Lab 0 run. So, Zero system was treating us like a little bit of a rough treatment. That's what it was giving us. So, then let's try it here. Ooh, which partner do we go with though? I kind of want to stay on DPS Cassius. And we'll just see if it's possible. Why Death Note released the SERENIEL kit a week earlier? I don't know. Next day before release is just lol. Exactly. And it's not even 24 hours, right? The devs didn't even give us 24 hours. At least not yet. Always a treat to see Scarlet. True, true. She does have redeeming qualities. They're gonna be 0 cost props, so the foggy one, 40% shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I mean, the mutant spike isn't too bad, but I don't think we can afford the max HP loss. Tomorrow we know nothing is mad. It is indeed mad. It's a mad world we live in. You're ready to pull her the way it actually feels like torture? It does. Healing scaling with defense or choice? I don't know. I think it makes defensive pieces just feel more valuable, if you know what I mean. Like, it's just getting a defense piece, unless you're a tank, is kind of like, ugh. But here you can just smack it on your healer. Now the HP stat is kind of like, ugh. But you have to make sacrifices somewhere. Are Koreans crammers? I have no idea. Maybe they are. Not even a leak. See, this is the fun part. Every time somebody leaked somebody's kit, it was wrong. So leaks are currently on a, like, what, 2% trust rate? Every time something has been leaked for the last few times, it's been confidently wrong. Why not HP scaling? HP scaling is always a very scary unit to put into your team. Because not only is the unit gonna be tanky as fuck, due to having a lot of HP, they're also going to deal damage. And then, why would you, like, would you either A, have a squishy unit that deals damage, or B, a tanky unit that deals damage? Though, at least in this game, I don't think it should be as bad. In Epic 7, some limited didn't come back for multiple years. Yep, that's why we gotta be careful. That's why we gotta be careful. Maybe they leak it on purpose just so the devs prove them wrong, to prove a point. Maybe. 3 people with the 12% multiplicative HP chest. Yeah, or just a bunch of HP subs, right? Or just like a mid fight effect. Let's see. The leaker is the dev itself to troll players? Maybe. Is this accurate? At max with worst luck possible, only 518 bucks for 5.8 copies? No. I mean, let's see, with the percentages, I would average, like, if you're assuming worst luck possible, like, you said worst luck possible, right? So, let's say 120 summons per Serenial, meaning if you wanted 7 copies Serenial, that's 120 times 7. Let's do calculator. Where's my calculator? There we go. So you have your 120 summons for 7 copies, and that's 840. But then you're going to pay around, let's see, what's the market rate for a summon? It's like 1 point. I mean, you'd have to buy like really terrible packs, so I'd say like 1.8. Depending on if you've saved up or not. But if you go from nothing at around 1.8 euros, dollars, pound, whatever per summon. So yeah, 518 is heavily optimistic. So yeah. Please just don't get fully unlucky, alright? Would it be optimal to spend for Sereniel because she's exclusive? We don't even know her kit yet. In general, E0 units seem to be just enough. Oh, also, very, very, very important, people. The code, the Omega code, the dupe currency can be used on Sereniel. Meaning that if you want to get the most out of your dupe currency every season, you can just use it on Sereniel while pulling for the standard characters or just not pulling for them, meaning that even if Serenial disappears and you only get E0, and let's say the E2 is overpowered, by Season 2 you'll be able to get to E2 for free anyway, right? Less than a day left, still no kit? Absolutely. That's how we roll, you know? That's how we roll. Let's give it to Luke. No. Yeah, let's give it to Luke. Why not? I was calculating something like this Dragon Air, so I was doing 100 diamonds per summon. My bad. All good. All good. I don't know. I think Dragon Air is weird. Don't you like summon like only 5 pull instead of a 10 pull? That's always something that confused me. Like, I'm so used to 10 pulls in games, every time it deviates from that, things just start to feel a little off, right? Obviously, it's not a measure to go by, but for me personally, things just start to feel a little off once we're like, not doing 10, like, Morriman's as an example as well, doing like a 5 pull, I don't know. I'm so used to it being a 10 pull. Ah shit, we shouldn't have bought that one. We should have just waited for the brainwave helmet so we could get more tankiness. But we can still remove a card. We're going to be sacrificing the Shizuru shield. I played Mormons. Obviously, I played Mormons. Just not as much anymore since CZN. For unknown reasons, huh? What's this? Torch of Wrath, 80 credits, legendary equipment, potentially. I mean, sure, let's gamble on equipment. I know credits are safer. I know credits are more fun. But we might as well just see what we can get. I mean, hey, that's not the worst Cassius ring ever. Potentially, so long as we get a forbidden card. Club characters in E7 are supposed to be OP. Might be good to keep the seasonal ego dupes for him. Well, bing, bang. I mean, we are broke. What am I doing in the shop anyway? We have 1 credit. Do we have a credit reduction for the current fight? No, we don't have a credit reduction, so that's good. Credit reduction could have been a little tough. Maybe the preview was the music. There's no way. Maybe it's gonna be a, you know, like a on the low drop. They're just gonna release a kit without any prior announcement, like just straight up. Nope, we haven't seen anything yet. We are still hoping and coping. Huffing and puffing. I pulled Haru 11 times. Do I get those extra cubes? Oh, absolutely. It will be refunded post, like with the update you get it. You know the word, right? It's too early in the morning, I guess. And I'm thinking too much about SERENIEL. It's retroactively. Bam. There you go. You're getting the extra dupe currency for the summon retroactively. You can't reverse spend way too much money to... I'm so desperate for one Veronica. I spent 25 crystals on standard ban and didn't get one. Is your account bricked? You should have picked her from the selector then, right? But no, you get your Veronica. You just get her like, I don't know, off-banner SERENIEL, you know? If somehow it starts at 13, I multitask and watch 2 different live streams, high for gacha games. What's 13? Is it like Wuthering Waves? Doing something at like 13-ish? Like in what? How many hours? Like 2 hours 30? I have no idea what exactly is going on, but that I'd assume so, right? Isn't there like super version in like 2 days? I have no idea. Yes! Ha! Who? Let's go! We have ourselves at least 1 dice trick. Nice! That's fantastic news! Ah, P5X. Alright. What's the time on top? That's what we're currently estimating the reveal to be. Now we only need to hit that card. How many dupes you're hoping to go for? I don't know. I'd probably go at minimum for 1 dupe. And anything past that depends A on my wallet, B on the quality of it, and C on how many people want to know how strong these epiphanies or these ego manifestations are. Okay. Ecstasy of violence, gesture of freedom. Running a gesture of freedom on Cassius wouldn't really do much, would it? So... I guess ecstasy of violence? Great run ruined by wrong epiphanies. Game's really bad for my heart. Yep. Do we go with the triple question mark boss? Or do we get ourselves 200 credits? I mean, let's get ourselves 200 credits for now. We're kinda... 4 times each morale buff versus better cycle and 1 additional 000 proc. Did they say if you could use the cubes for the extra dupes on Serenia when she's available? Yes. Nihilium Epiphany to a random card. I'm a gambling man. Let's go. Do you think Selena is worth it for Serenia and Meilin and working towards a passion team? Oh, she's absolutely a good investment. 2 handgun bullets, 1 weaken, 1 draw. That could help us for our current run. What do you even get from the question mark boss? It's another gear drop. You can get another set of mythic gear. You can get another set of mythic gear and potentially some last minute epiphanies. What's the strategy not to die in chaos? To bring a healer and then try to kill things as fast as possible. That's like the generalized one, right? How much poison is there? 60 damage. I mean, it's worth it for the damage we're about to take. Attacking him here doesn't make sense. We should be fine. Oh wait, what kind of perk does he? Ah yeah, he has poison. Ah shit. It could get a little ugly. Why not using Vera as sub DPS? She has 3 unique cards. Yeah, I know it increases the chances, but I currently don't feel like playing Veronica. Right? Like, at some point you just have to ask yourself, okay, do you go for full effectiveness? Or are you fine? Right? Are you fine just taking a DPS loss or like a chance loss just to have a bit more fun? 300. Oh, sure. Or maybe we keep. Just Veronica, I heard she solos chaos, but how does she work? So pretty much she has a whole bunch of card draw. That's her main draw, right? She has a whole bunch of card draw, and she's pretty AP cheap. And for her dealing damage, you just need to play her upgrade card at the beginning of a turn, and then every turn you're pretty much going to get free damage or free value, you could say. And yeah, that's Veronica for you. Let's see, it should be a double hitter, right? 1, 2. No, oh, so we didn't apply it before. Ooh, no wonder. No wonder we weren't dealing damage. But I feel like we should get more damage here if we upgrade and then attack. Hey, 722k and Great Rush with Luke Cassius. Nice! Congrats. Okay, when an ally uses a forbidden card, recover... I mean, sure. Right? Maybe we get the forbidden card unlocked if we're lucky. Is there a way to abuse Shizuru? Honestly, for Shizuru, the content I'm looking forward the most is there's extremely difficult save data editing ticket giving content, and then potentially playing multiple editions of hit increasing cards during a single turn. But no, I mean, you could say the way to abuse Shizuru is to just run the multi-hit build, right? Like, the amount of damage you can build up with the multi-hit build in 1, 2, 3 turns, it is pretty darn good. But then again, Meilin does exist. Alright, oh shit. I misclicked. Alright, sure. So now our chances of hitting a copy of the upgrade card are even lower. Fantastic. Good job, me. Good job, me. Alright. I don't like these guys. I feel like this stage itself, for my taste, you know, it hits a little too hard. Mouthful will come and save us. Maybe. We probably best save ourselves that morale upgrade. Usually how much crit rate on Luke so he could work decently? You do want to make sure you get into that 50% range, right? Like, you really, as crazy as it sounds, but if you have a Janet, you can get 40 away with 41% crit, but you want the 50% so that you're always guaranteed to create the bullets with rapid fire and the plus 50. So, yeah, 50%, that's kind of where you want to be at. Alright, give me a draw 1. Alright, nice. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll be able to beat him, but healing is gonna get a little funky. Though I guess we always knew that. Bro, I want to build a team of Malin, Selena, and Ray. How do I get good save data through chaos? Any tips? You should be able to get through a chaos run. Like, you could probably do a lab 0 difficulty 8, maybe tier 11 or tier 12 base. You should be able to get through that just playing Malin, Selena, and Ray. You should be able to beat that just with these units. But no, you could just run all of them separately. It's gonna take more runs, but it's the best way to build them. And then you always probably go with like Mika, Veronica, and then the character you want to build as like the base setup. Okay, we have a lot of coin. We have a lot of cash. So we could start selling other characters' epiphanies to increase the chances of our units getting what they need. Like how we could see, how we could say, seize the opportunity. I like the change to 0 cost. Ooh. And that could save our ass for the later part of this run. If we make it that far, right? If we make it that far. Malin is mega cheap on feint since you only need to remove one basic. Exactly. The fact that you can keep the basics and the fact that these basics are so strong. It's just smart people stuff. So, we are not going to play. Like, our hopes and dreams would be not playing Stealth Reload, not playing Dice Trick, so that we have a higher chance of copying Dice Trick. So, let's see if we can beat this boss without playing these 2 cards. And the reason why we're not playing them is because they would epiphany into giving us another card. But you know, that might actually be a bit too hopeful. I don't think we can get around playing some of these cards. So, okay, we have to take the sacrifice here. We'll just play the Luke card. It is a unique card, so we actually got lucky there. If it was the legendary one. So, we pretty much got away scot-free on that one. Do I care too much about the morale cost? We probably wait until he actually does mod them. I mean, we could reduce the damage taken to 0. No, I think we were fine like this. Alright. That's a lot of draw. Which should be a decent amount of healing. And a bit of a shield. And a bit of a shield. Keep in mind, our Cassie's defensive stats are not the greatest. Okay, now what?
決断を
400%. Oof.
切らねば決断を切らねばメスティア決断を壊滅させます切らねば
裏か表かこんなのはどうだい
Ah, full house. Full house is manageable. Yeah, but 315 defense before you go into a run, right?
行こうかね
Ooh, the ecstasy of violence
決断を
might just be a problem.
助立ちしよう
Okay, we weaken him.
裏か表こんなの
Get some draw. Double hitter, perfect. I don't think there could be a better turn. For us to play. Let's count. For 8. Yeah, I don't think there's a better turn for us to play this.
さあ拍手喝采よ派手に行こうかねこんなのはどうだい
Okay, so Luke's played a card.
表か派手に
Devil Dice should be a card draw. With a little bit of healing. Wisp, so we can get the full house.
裏か表か
Full house with a little bit of healing.
派手に行こうかねこんなのはどうだい
決断を
Karmic Flame should be free.
切らねば
Shadow of the Moon Plus should be free. Then boom, bang, boom.
切らねば
Okay. Can we somehow squeeze out another Shadow of the Moon? Probably not. Alright. 31 healing, yep. We might just need triple one to survive long term. Maybe we do. Okay.
これぐらいは朝飯前だ
Copy card before the epiphanies. Give me the quest card. Because if we get the double quest card, we can lose already and I wouldn't be bothered. Okay. Unfortunate. I think we'll just continue. Oh, also, is there anything new? Any news? No. Please tell me you intend to release this reveal in 15 minutes. Yeah, hey, if we can hit Orvane and the boss, like, I don't need a lot. I do not need a lot of the cards. I need like 1 or 2. Has anybody tested if Shizuru disables this fate? Like, technically a fate is something different, but it probably does, right? It probably does. How much defense should supports get? It does not. Does not disable? Yes disables, no disables. You have everybody else. Should you pick Hugo or Khalib? Wait for Sereniel's kit and make your decision after. For first turn, no. Yeah, first turn we'd at least get it. It works until you use it. Alright, I thought so as well. But But all of these are kind of sad. Let's use the card gen then. Currently kind of trying to see which path would be the easiest for us. We cannot rest, so this campfire would be mega useless. Yeah, exactly. Heart of the Orvane, we're praying for real, for real. Alright, bottom it is. Alright, lucky with the mega multi-hit, which means we survived the turn without taking any damage. He couldn't have found a worse moment to break down. Probably. Alright.
裏か表かもう一度振ってみようか切らねば参ります派手に運命というべきかね決断を壊滅させます
About to be a double breakdown. Oh, you're right. We are close. Yes, welcome back, Luke. That's what we're talking about. Now, how do we salvage this? Let's see what a shuffle would give us. It's probably not worth it, right? How much damage can we do here? 351. We preferably want to get rid of minimum one of them. Was a good run? No, we are right. It just looks a little close. Luckily, we have the fate that draws us one card, right? We can cheat the system, so we're fine. We are fine. Yeah, I don't think this does anything, does it? Yep. Great. Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, we have the take damage per turn debuff as well. We should not forget about that one. That could become deadly. A lot of these options could have been really good for like making sure this run succeeds. Like this. It's a little hard. It's a little hard. Always agony for the best divine. True. Orvane? Eh. This is skip. Can I skip? What do you mean failure, my health decrease? I don't even want to play this event. Alright, thank you. Bye bye. When is she coming exactly? Serenia will be released in 20 hours and 10 minutes. 20 hours and 10 minutes. At least that's when the maintenance ends for Shizuru. Alright. Okay, we can use this to heal. By like 90. At least we get a shield as well. DPS Cassius as your only healer in your team. A little rough. Will you pull for Serenia? Will you skip and wait for Naja? I'll obviously pull. She's limited. There's no way I'll miss out on her. And neither should any of you. Like, as great as Naya could, would, should, would be, there's no way. There's no way you should skip a limited unit for a unit that's going to be standard. Alright. And extra healing. And then bye-bye. If you play Luke, you really need the morale build. Oh! It's this guy. No! A reasonable person would flee. Because our fear count is complete garbage. We're probably gonna get double feared. Alright. Let's see if fate wants us to let go. See, now I can be like, I tried. I tried so hard. I got so far. But in the end, we were never meant to flee. It was never about running away. It was always gonna be a struggle. Alright, now what? How do we do this? We apply weaken, we get the hit, we get the quest completion, we get the tag. Alright. The problem with 3x rapid fire is we wouldn't have been able to play out the cards. Even if I wanted to. I mean, do we roll a 6? Or do we continue fighting? Right? I mean, it's very likely for us to be able to get away here. And Shizuru is about to have a mental breakdown. They are indeed about to break dance. Fight fast. Run, brother. We could undo the turn, right? Because I kind of want to shuffle. I kind of want to shuffle. I'm not quite sure into what we would be shuffling anyway. But I really do kind of want to shuffle. Let's see. Silver Shot, Will-O-Wisp. I mean, hit him with this one, which does nothing. Alright, let's see if the game wants us to escape. Alright. It was a good run. It was a good run. We did the breakdance and we're still alive to tell the tale. Alright. So we're getting a free Divine Epiphany. Let's see for which card. Ah, shit. The stress is a little tough. You know, I forgot. I forgot that we had this twice. So now we had twice the chance of getting a Divine Epiphany, a good one, on the triple card. And we never got him. No showcase before ending banner. We should get a showcase before the end of the banner. Do these cards count as increasing the cost? Because if they do, we're going to have to pay 3 for a single shot. Okay, they don't.
アルティメットミサイルタレット発射
Great.
死ぬ前にやっちまおうって。
次は強力な攻撃が来ますわ。
準備はできている。気づかれないさ。行こうか。準備はできる。
At least she's back.
行こうか。
満潮の月光よ。すべての浮上を殲滅せよ。
253 damage, 500 HP, 311. Why do I get the feeling that we're going to break out? Okay, I was coping. That's not gonna happen. Okay, so our only hope is
次の攻撃は危険だ
to reduce his morale a little bit, and now we stay alive, ever so slightly.
行こうか。
Maybe not. How does this work? What caused us to go down in HP? Didn't like the prediction say we stay alive?
強い波が来るんじゃないですかね。
Am I imagining things? Didn't the prediction give us a green HP
次
amount?
は強力な攻撃が来ますわ。
Maybe it never did. Yeah, see? Our HP is green. So, how did I die? But from what?
準備はできている。
What chipped me? Right? Dot at the end of the turn, but I didn't end my turn. I reduced his hunger. Huh? But double attack. Yeah, but it says we are staying alive as we should. Dot debuff. I don't see a dot debuff. Is the game really not calculating vulnerability on yourself? Alright, we will revisit that later. Now we have to refresh and hope. Come on, tell me. Tell me that you're not gonna do anything unreasonable, please. No. We have to wait longer. Alright. Let's see, did they announce anything? Twitter feed, YouTube feed? Nope. Nothing. Maybe. Hoping, coping, looking, praying, begging, wondering. Alright. Let's add another hour. Let's add another hour. Fucking devs. So, you've never seen anything like this. I don't know what you were all talking about. Surely the predicted time was meant to be in an hour. They posted a shot.
もっと強かったら。私は使えない。
Ah! The devs are doing anything! Anything but the fucking showcase. Alright, let me get that on for you so y'all understand what exactly is happening here. Bam. Can move this shit over here. So, the devs had multiple choices, right? The devs had multiple things they could have done. So let's recap. So, showcase, right? Showcase. Oh shit. Nope. Yeah. So, yeah. So we had the ability for a showcase. No, we would rather do a music MV, right? Then we had the opportunity for a showcase, but we would rather do a ASMR VA video. But then we had the opportunity for a showcase. But instead of a showcase, how about we do a break down short? Huh? So maybe we get a showcase, or maybe it's gonna be lobby. Like at this point, I wouldn't be too surprised if we get a lobby edit. Like, let me actually move the chat over so y'all can see this properly. But at this pace, I wouldn't be surprised if it's gonna be a lobby edit. You know, they're just gonna make like an edit about the lobby. Where's the chat? I'm a little slow. Chat box. There you go. Yeah. So this is apparently how this is gonna go. Showcase? No. Music MV. Showcase? No. ASMR with the voice actor video. Showcase? No. Breakdown shot. And then it's now between a showcase and a lobby edit. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting time when the devs finally decide things are worth it. Fucking shot. I mean, at least we got a shot, I guess. It's better than nothing. They posted another one on the Discord. YouTube feed. It's another short. There ain't no way. There ain't no way.
脅威となる存在なのですか？もう安心してください。あなたを助けに来た守護天使セレニエルです。コバルトウィング最大出力。すべて砲撃します。
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's anything. Anything. Like, anything but the damn showcase. MV, VA, ASMR, ASMR. We have the short 1, short 2. At this point, it's anything. Anything but. Yep, kit reveal RNG is crazy work. I've yet to have heard about kit reveal RNG. It's unbelievable. Sticker showcase next. Yep. Okay. Now, after this, wallpaper, yep. The update for Epiphany Rework is start of season 2, I believe. Maybe short 3, yeah. Maybe short 3. Chaos Zero showcase. True. Chaos Zero showcase. Gonna keep my edging streak going at all costs. Yep. Okay. Now, how do we survive this? Right? Because the game tells us we are alive. But look at this. Clearly, we're not. Why? Why is only one of the hits stronger? Like, look, now it's actually showing we're dying. Like, the game just randomly decided enough is enough, right? Like, look, we only went one turn back. Ah, the weaken for the first. Yeah, but that should be considered, no? That should still be considered in the damage calculation. Alright. So then if that is not possible, how do we get ourselves out of this situation? Right? Ha! We are alive by 13 HP, but there's one problem. Gangrene 3. Max health decreases by 3% at the start of each turn. Our max health is 1800, which means we're about to take 58 gangrene damage. So I guess we're fucked either way, right? Kind of. Unless we draw into like a heal card. Unless Cassius magically recovers. Huh! It was a run. Bye bye. I'm wondering, would have been, you know, we might actually be able to get a good score with this current Cassius. Like, even though he only has one of the quest cards, one is better than none. Right? Like, what's Cassius' current quest cards looking like? I mean, it's okay, right? We could surely do a decent run with this. I don't think we need much more. No. We can get way more than 450. We can get way more than 450. I wonder if we could make it through one more battle, because then we could still hit the copy event. Can we get through this battle? Probably not.
準備はでか
Yeah, no. Eh.
不浄なる存在を滅するのみ。
Truly a Cassius deck of all time. Truly a Cassius deck of all time. So let's heal Cassius. Let's heal Cassius and then let's just do a run. And see what kind of score we end up with.
お待ちしておりました。
That's the showcase. Hey, I wish I knew more, but current going theory after the double shots, it's just based on when the devs usually post their content, right? So one of the reasons why we're estimating 47 minutes is time for when the devs usually post content, and also the current Korea time. It's already getting pretty late over there in Korea, being 1912. So when they probably want to release it before like anything too late. But no, it's exactly, we're coping. Exactly. You think we need E2 SERENIEL because usually E2 is the point to make a difference? I mean, E2 SERENIEL you can get by using the Omega Code Season 1, Omega Code Season 2. Devs asleep? Are they now? I might just be. Look how desperate people are for... let's see. Look how much people just want more SERENIEL content. Like, they're all waiting. Waiting for... Where is it? They're all waiting. Like, how is it 1.2k already on the shots? The shots, they don't usually do that well. Alright, so, you know, one thing I never really bothered with was figuring out my turn 1. My turn 1 rotation is something I never truly bothered with. So I just kind of have to hope that Yuki, she'll find a way, right? She'll find a way to make it happen. Yeah. I mean, even 6 turns I'd be fine with, because I don't expect us to need too much. Like, Cassius should be just fine. Where's my other pieces? I'm blind. There we go. Yeah. Come on. And suppression. And then the weapon. Alright. Shorts will be doing well going forward. Yeah, sure, but nothing about getting actual information, you know? Like, nothing better than getting actual information.
ちゃんと見届け
You reckon it's worth to remove Inhibit Cup from Shizuru to get the 1 AP on her +2? I mean, it's a way you can play her for sure. Is it truly worth it? Hard to say. I'm not entirely sure if this will be enough to beat the guys. Live stream? There's no live stream, I repeat, there's no live stream. What you mean? As in it's gonna be a confirmed video showcase? Because if that's the case, how would you know, right? Oh, you mean you mean somebody asked Genizet if he's on there? You know, that could actually work. That could actually work. No, wait. We need to draw it with the increased damage, no? Right here. There we go. So then I'd be very curious. I wonder how long the showcase is going to be and then what it is going to show us. Be very curious. Wait, is that actually a turn where the Yuki... Is this the time where Yuki ult makes sense? Undoing these two card plays so that we move them into our deck to then move them back out again? Apparently not, because we didn't get the same cards back. I guess it was close though. When's the banner gonna drop? 19 hours and 40 minutes from now. Do we have another useful attack card? No. Rapid Slash. We couldn't play it anyway though. Alright, looks like we'll be able to finish by turn 5. Hopefully. Bam. Yay! Woo! Alright. Now get ready for a 100-turn madness with just one upgrade card Cassius. How high of a score can we get with these decks? Look at these decks. These decks are... Alright, okay, so we have a triple Shadow Reload with a Forbidden Ecstasy and the one of the worst Vital Attack Epiphanies for Tressa. A Mika with an unnecessary amount of self-generating healing, an unnecessary amount of gear bags, and a Cassius with a single dice trick. That is what we have. Let's see how far we can get with that. Top 10 easy. Alright. Oh yeah, we also have a Foggy Cristobal, which is nice, I think. Mika might be the wrong unit to have this this card. But alright, let's see. So for 2 turns when using attack cards, perfect. Come on, how fast can we get the ooh? I feel like that's a no-brainer, right? Make sure we get the 000 early. Alright, draw me a heal card, please. Thank you. Do curses stack? They do. For 2 turns when using attack cards, 2 agony on the target. Hey, not bad. Now we just need to find the quest card. We just need to find the quest card. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Alright, now we can Cursed Gouge. I don't like him eating our card. Can we somehow stop that from happening? What if we do this first? Okay, he eats Cursed Gouge. That's worse, right? So we probably don't do that. Let's see. Is Serenia real? I don't know. At this point, I have no idea if she's real. Okay, a little bit of a slow start. Oh shit, no. Oh fuck, I choked, right? Ah, fuck. Time to do this all thing again. Yeah, obviously we need to do a certain amount of damage. Fuck me. I did not do enough damage. People. That's an exploit and a half. You see what I see? What? Yeah, what? I'm innocent! I am innocent! I did not do that on purpose! I did not do that on purpose. So apparently, if you restart mid-run while having a forbidden ecstasy, it keeps its cost from the last round? Or is it the zero cost accessory? It might be the zero cost one. Okay. It's the zero cost one. I am truly innocent. Whew. We are indeed still innocent. No, it's not the protein. I mean, which other card is currently reduced to 0, right? Ban incoming. Ban hammer avoided. Whew. Alright. What a good turn start. Let's see what we can make of it. Alright, that was a pretty good turn 1. Yeah. We did 780k on hard mode. Nice. Alright, so... I do believe, though, by next time we were a little bit more dangerous, right? We did a little bit more damage. Okay, give me that last card to draw. Right here. Alright, let's try that again. We put cards back. To... let's see, what do we draw now? Perfect. Oh, that's alright. Ooh! Yuki with the nasty damage. Good stuff. I like it. Sure. This the buffed Yuki we're gonna get? Yep. Exactly. A second Yuki has hit the towers. Is it up yet? Probably not. We'll check again in 30 seconds. Because the copium is real. Alright. Surely another bald Sereniel. Yep, that seems appropriate. Okay, people. Let's do the refresh. Is there another shot? Is there another video? We're looking. We are wanting. We're waiting. No. Alright. The wait continues. Bang, bam, bam. Bam. Alright, let's see what kind of turns we can get here. Alright, give me the extra agony and then, sure, triple dagger. We don't have the Cassius quest card yet, which is a little unfortunate, but at least we're gonna get our hit count in.
艦長準備でき手伝います失敗新力になってみせます艦長
Perfect. That is a beautiful turn too, because now we can just mega draw and start getting something useful going. Alright. So, how do we make the most out of this? Quest card. 000.
役に立ちましたか
Nice.
したらどうしよ
Curse card?
う優位の善なのかもうすぐわかる力になってみせます
Sweet.
艦長
Another curse card.
深まるだけ
Dice trick. Forbidden ecstasy. Triple zeros.
もう一度振ってみようか。
準備できました 新元気が出ましたか
Look at chat. What? Is there fucking... Ah! 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 These damn devs! They distracted me with RNG!
セレニエルですお艦長のためならどこにでも飛んでいきます殲滅
Okay, we go card by card.
どこにでも飛んでいきます
Homing laser, 100% damage to afterglow. On Ravage, move from graveyard to hand. On Ravage, move from graveyard to hand. Okay. Okay. 0 cost attack card, move to hand, meaning that so long as you break somebody, you can always play it. Alright. Plasma missile. 120% damage, 0.5 tenacity damage. If the target was not ravaged, activate one more time, I would assume.
滅
Yeah, so at minimum 1 tenacity break if the target hasn't been ravaged.
対象を集中攻撃します
Create 2 homing lasers big.
急速チ
A
ャージ
1 cost create 2. Alright. Now, let me guess. The first card, the 0 cost, is called Homing Laser L. Yeah, okay. So it might even be an improved version of this one. So you can play a 1 cost card to create 2 0 cost cards.
ドロックコバルトライト
Cobalt Light.
チャージシステム稼働
120% damage times 4 to random damage but it is a 3 cost. 3 cost Cobalt Light. The Caleb synergy is real. So 3 cost 120 times 4 to random enemies, meaning if there's only 1 enemy, 4 tenacity damage. 4 tenacity damage. Cobalt Light might be one of these cards that you want to use the 0 cost, 1 cost reduction initiation card on, or play with somebody like Shizuru for that 2 cost reduction on a card.
ターゲットロックコバルトライト
Okay, so up to 4 tenacity damage, which is crazy. Pale Shooting Star. 150% damage. Activate 3 homing lasers in draw pile or graveyard.
どんな敵でも徹底的に排除
It's giving Renoa.
コバルトビン徹底的に排除いたします
Move all homing lasers in exhaust. What? In the what pile? We're moving them from where? From the exhaust? It's not the graveyard. It's not the discard. It's not the draw pile. It's the exhaust pile? Alright. I mean, okay. Sure.
最大出力全て攻撃します
Oh, are we gonna see some epiphany? Okay.
一味違います
We get the damage bonus. One cost epiphany.
一味違いますよ
Cobalt Light. 144 times 2 to random enemies. At 1 hit for each homing laser in hand. Huh? But the ultimate can get you like 9 homing lasers. Okay, yeah, sure. Create 3 homing lasers. Alright.
稼働コバルト
So now this one.
コバルト
What the fuck is that animation?
速チャージシステム稼働コバルトターゲット
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. What? That's awesome.
狙います鮮明
Okay, what does this homing laser do? And these are unepiphanied ones, right?
狙い
What is Afterglow? It's probably the stacks at the top, right? Yeah, okay, so she has an exclusive resource called Afterglow, but what does it do?
コバルト
What does it do? Why are we stacking Afterglow?
殲滅
What? Afterglow -1, +1, -1? What is going on? Okay, so
狙います殲滅
we get the hits in. 2 Afterglow.
コバルト
Exhaust 2. Exhaust 2? I don't know. Maybe Afterglow increases the exhaust count of the lasers? I don't know. Maybe?
殲滅完璧な攻撃殲滅
Wait, did we end the turn? Or why are they all back?
完璧な攻撃殲滅
Why are you all coming back?
狙います
This is the same turn.
狙います殲滅よしコバルト
Huh? On Ravage? Oh yeah, because they come back on Ravage. True. True. On Ravage, they all just come back to your hand.
狙います
Alright. Plasma Missile Epiphany. 216% damage, 1 tenacity damage. If the target hasn't been Okay. What's the... the tenacity damage goes from 0.5 to 1. And the damage goes up a little. What is his break bar before she attacks? That's 3.5. That's 3.5 break bar gone like this.
対象を集中攻撃対象を集中攻撃し
Boom, broken.
コバルト
And all the homing lasers are back.
殲滅殲滅
And the cobalt light costs not. Why does it cost nothing?
コバルト殲滅殲滅殲滅狙い
Create a. Huh? What? 0 cost times 4 hitter, creating a laser per hit? But it's per target, so it's only 1 laser. AoE wise, it could be up to 4 lasers.
ターゲットロックコバルトライト
And look, they're running her with Shizuru.
コバルコバルトライトコバル
Can we please get the.
コバル
So fast!
コバルトライト
Okay, it's just one. Wait, one afterglow, damage, exhaust 2. Alright. Yeah, from the exhaust part. Look at this madness with the purple skill. And Shizuru, she's just ready for her stacks. She's just ready for her stacks.
無意識のうちに室内でも翼を広げる時があります。扉を通る時に
Okay. Is she now on the official page, maybe? No. I'm wondering if we could maybe find some more information. Maybe on the Twitter, they posted like a kit overview. Because nobody tells us what Afterglow fully does, right? Wings on standby. Ah, they did talk about Afterglow on the video, right? On the showcase. Not this one. The where is it? Here.
私は弱
Can you tell us what Afterglow is? Training, exercises, get together. Yep. Evil, impressions, power, atmosphere, captivating, flippant attitude. Yeah. Afterglow to deal high tenacity damage. By rapidly ravaging enemies with her tenacity damage, she'll move homing laser back into your hand to use it again. So, okay, we have to. Is it like maybe like a 50% tenacity damage bonus? +1 would be too much, right? Afterglow minus to +1 tenacity damage of attack and +50 on ravaged enemies. 0 cost cards dealing 2 tenacity damage, yeah. Let's go back to her attacking with Afterglow. Okay. This is a 0 cost card. I would say 0.5. If I comma and dot. Oh, thank you. So, if I had to make a guess, I would say Afterglow increases tenacity damage of the next hit by 0.5 per stack. Yeah, I think that seems reasonable. Go back a little frame by frame. You can read it. Where? Where can we read after? Oh, you mean on the homing laser that it actually shows the description of Afterglow? You could be right. No. She doesn't. No, she generates 1 stack. She also generates 1 stack with the laser. Read comment. Blast or Pulse, Shadow Moon Generator, Banging. I don't see anything useful. This guy was right. Where? Who? What? On the screen? What's yeah, give me a bit more information than just read the chat. Like, come on, give me like a timestamp, give me something more to work with. There's a lot of messages, my guy. Like, I read the chat. Did you tell me to read the comments? There's the chat, there's everything else. Exactly. Like, if you know where, then tell us, right? Maybe on stove? Sure. Read chat? Oh, read chat. Duh. True. Like, if somebody can give me the second, I can go through it frame by frame. I don't mind. Right? Like, come on, it's a time. How hard could it be to give me a time? 112. Okay. 112. We're going to spend the whole... there we go. Shout out to my 112 people. I appreciate you greatly. See, this is what we should be all about. We should be all about helping each other, right? Okay. 1 to tenacity damage of attack cards plus 50% damage if in a ravaged state. When the effect is activated, decrease afterglow by 1. Funnily enough, this fucking card gives 2. This card gives goddamn 2. So this homing laser gives just a casual 2 afterglow. And this homing laser gives 1 afterglow. Meaning you play the homing laser L, which is different from the normal homing laser, so that it uses the afterglow to deal 1 tenacity to give you 1 afterglow. Ba-doom! Ba-doom! Smart. Fantastic. Homing laser L. So, homing laser L is the one we get for using the shining core with the +3 epiphany. Alright. Now see people, this is something I can work with, right? Now that we talk about frame by frames, we can start taking screenshots. And we can put it all together for you all to see every single card that we've currently seen in the showcase. Just so nobody gets confused, right? Come on. It's not going to be the most high quality thing. But honestly, I think I'll be fine with that, right? We could finish up the pictures more prettily later. Okay, we now go down in frame. Get the exhaust 2 laser. Okay. Was there any other cards they were showing off here? Cobalt light, homing laser, cobalt light. No. Which means we hop over here. Plasma missile. Okay. Is there anything else? No, but there's a different homing light. Cobalt light, sorry. I don't know why the homing laser... Why are there different homing lasers? Now, what are we meant to make of that? There's like better and worse homing lasers? Like there's one with 2 exhausts and then there's one with 3? Okay. Maybe that's ego? Yeah, maybe it's ego giving increased exhaust count to homing laser. Also, where did this homing laser come from? Oh yeah, because it's the homing laser L. But this one now again has 2. Huh. Alright. So this is the standard homing laser.
点滅集中攻
This is the standard plasma missile.
対象を集中攻撃します
This is shining core. Also, we don't know what her basics do we?
システム稼働
That's crazy. We don't even know what her basics do. It's hilarious.
ターゲットロックコバルトライト
Alright, and the pale shooting star. Okay, time to put it. Homing laser is a basic? No, no, it's not. Okay, time to put it all together like a surgeon. Okay, Sereniel. Now we need a nice image. We need a nice image, videos, screenshots. Let's pick this one. This one's cute. All right, there we go. Ta-da. Very, very important, people. Very important. Oh. Okay. we've prepared the stage, and now it's time we make things sortable. Bam, 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 bam. Let's move them all over. Okay. That one's new. We don't need this one. That one's new. That one's new. We don't need this one. I don't think we need this. How many screenshots have I taken of the same fucking card? This one's new. This one's new. This might be different. Okay. Now we take all of those. Make him a little smaller. Huh? Okay. Ah, shit. I'm selecting the wrong thing. There we go. Okay, let's make it make sense. Let's make it make sense. Tiny bit bigger. Okay, let's go. So, bam. This is the first card. This is the second card. It's the third card. It's the fourth card. This is card number 5. These down here are then going to be special cards. That we are not like quite sure what to do with. Okay. Okay, let's figure out what we have to work with. All right. And now we just need the buff. Okay, and this one activates homing lasers. This one creates homing laser L, meaning we need homing laser L, probably this one. I can put that one up here. Okay, so that seems. Let me actually turn on some, I guess, at least a little bit of back music. Okay, so. Oh, the ego skill. You're right. You're right. The ego skill is also very important. Thank you very much. Let me grab that one real quick. Bam. 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 We make things bigger, a bit more visually appealing. All that stuff. Okay. Now, one of the bigger questions is, why the fuck is there homing laser L with exhaust 2? And why is there one with exhaust 3? Right? What's the difference? And the basics are probably going to be 1 cost, 1 cost, 1 cost shield. Is Afterglow for all team attacks cause it's displayed as a buff. +1 tenacity damage of attack cards, not just hers. 50 damage amount if in a ravaged state. When the Afterglow effect is activated, decrease. Yes, it's not just her. It's not just her. When you use exhaust 3, it becomes exhaust 2, bruh. But yeah, but we got it mid-turn. Right? I mean, sure, we can investigate a little bit more. But so, this is the start of a turn. Start of a turn. Shining Core creates 3 lasers. The hits are unimportant. These lasers are fresh. Alright, people? Fresh. Fresh lasers. As fresh as they get. Exhaust 2. Now, explain to me how a fresh laser at exhaust 2 becomes exhaust 3 going into exhaust 2 before it's even used. Huh? These are fresh off the press. Yeah, obviously it's called because this one used them. Which one? Because the homing laser used the homing lasers. Yeah, I mean the best idea here is that one of these epiphanies just creates homing laser L with 3 exhaust for some reason. Right? See, these ones are now 1 exhaust. Because the exhaust 2 goes down to exhaust 1. Right? This is normal attack. And because these targets get ravaged. Hey, but this is exhaust 4. Right? Like, because they come back from the ravaged pile. That's no fair. These are exhaust 4. Right? Because they come from the ravaged pile. You can, or at least the last plate pile. And they're exhaust 3. Right? Like, what? My problem is if you have 3 exhausts, do more damage with this ego scape will be more difficult, is it? I don't know. I have no idea what counts as an exhaust pile or not, or positive or negative. We haven't even read all the epiphanies. We haven't even seen all the epiphanies, that's all I know. Okay, we have a Twitter post. Let's see if this one helps us get more of an idea. Afterglow to inflict tenacity damage. The trade for homing lasers causes it to return to hand after triggering, allowing her to unleash combos. Use homing laser as much as possible before triggering Ravage and discard it to the graveyard. Then use the AP gained from Ravage to play the high cost cards. As Sereniel specializes in deck cycling to gain AP through Ravage, it's recommended to form a team that enhances defensive performance, thereby improving overall battle stability. So she's an AP generator by ravaging. Ta-da! So, these are the recommended teams. We have Kalib, Sereniel, Mika, solid. Kalib, Nia, Selena, also solid, makes sense. Selena can fill the break bar back up, allowing you to multi-break. I feel like Selena is going to be very important. Now, this is interesting. What is the banner? Because we had a Ray raid up, we had a Nia raid up, and we had a Mika raid up. So, if Selena and Sereniel are a team, who's the last one? It could be Cassius. Alright, let's check Stove. It could still be the new unit, but at this point it's getting super unlikely. I'ma crash out if it's a Mika banner. Reasonable crash out. Owen? I mean, it has to be at minimum Selena. The new Forster, it's possible. Yeah, no info or anything, so it's very unlikely for it to be Adelheid. Very unlikely. Let it be Nia, please. No. We're not gonna bank on a double raid up. Owen fits the color scheme. Will a partner be limited as well? Yes, partner is limited as well, but you can get a copy of her in the shop for 300 currency, which I recommend all of you should be doing. All of you should be doing that. They really should include all the epiphanies in the showcase. Yeah, like, it is the combat motion, but it is not everything. Such a sassy Barca move. Alright, let's see. Are we moving too slow? Did other people comment on her already? No. So, it's time we become fast. First thoughts is must have, right? Like, get her at minimum once. Because why wouldn't you? She's limited. General advice for any gacha game. If a character is limited, picking up once. Otherwise, you can run into regrets in the future. It's not worth it. Normal units you can get later. Like, the start of the season 2 will have standard units. The next unit after, Naja is most likely going to be standard. You can expect the next limited to be what? Half-year anniversary, which is going to be... let's say 6 months, October. By half-year anniversary is going to be around April. So, I feel like it's going to be... I don't know, at least like 2 months minimum between like Serenia in the next limited. Yes, the pity carries over. Yeah, exactly. April's in season 3 with halfway release. Naja is not going to be limited. Why would they run double limited? What are they going to be like? Yeah, Chinese New Year? It's going to be like, oh yeah, New Year celebration. We're running another limited after the Christmas limited. No. Yes, partner will be limited too. I mean, if they do that, that'd be kind of bad. They didn't show what the partner does, no. Now, there's still one thing left that the devs could show us. That's going to answer a couple more questions. And that is the patch notes. The patch notes for the maintenance. Partner increases damage, duh. Yeah, we know that the partner increases ravage damage specifically, making her the best unique choice for her. And also, she doesn't have any bullets as a hunter, so all the other current partners are kinda trash for her. Right? Like, the only chance here is it's either the 3-star partner, the battle pass, like it probably goes 3-star partner, battle pass partner, exclusive 5-star. Is she actually good with Shizuru? I would say so. She's called a ravaging AP generator. So she generates AP by just reliably ravaging enemies. Meaning that if you can, like, if she can reliably break the target, break the enemy minimum 1, that is +1 AP guaranteed each turn. New post? Where? On stove? No, only gaining AP from sources that aren't break. That's the important part. Ravage is excluded. That's the reason why it would be so strong. Exactly, she also has a lot of hits to build up those Shizuru stacks. Let's go 4 times Selenia plus Tenacity copy deck. That'd be crazy. Meilin with Amber would be even would also be really good. Yes. 3-star Yuri is like one of the best anyway. Yep, but not if they, as they said, are going to buff 4-star and 5-star partners. Can you update now? No. The update is 6 UTC. Yeah, please patch notes, intern Kun. You are correct. We are looking for patch notes. We are praying for patch notes. Okay. While we have this, let's get it back fresh into our mind. So, 0 cost. Her first card, her starting card into any chaos. 0 cost. 2 stacks of Afterglow, meaning for the next 2 attack cards, 1 tenacity plus 50% damage amount. This is crazy. Not just for her, but it's any attack card. The amount of Afterglow, the amount of tenacity damage that she puts for herself, for the team, it's a lot, right? And then even the increased damage amount should the target be broken. Then Plasma Missile. Damage, tenacity damage. If the target is not yet broken, double hitter. 1 tenacity damage just from the card, extra tenacity damage from the card usage itself, from the damage, and that twice. And that is Plasma Missile also uses all stacks of Afterglow, meaning a Plasma Missile with Afterglow is going to take away 3 tenacity. So long as the target is not being broken. 3 tenacity so long as the target is not being broken. As well as also the tenacity from the damage. Then we have ourselves the Shining Core. Create 2 Homing Laser L. Homing Laser L are these ones. 0 cost, exhaust 2, damage, afterglow, on break, move from graveyard to hand to take advantage of breaking a target to then have the afterglow for the 50% damage increase because the target is broken. Twice. Twice. Then we have this card, which is probably one of your biggest targets, right? One of your biggest targets to be chosen to Epiphany. And that is, you get 120% damage times 4 to random enemies, 1 tenacity damage for each hit, meaning at minimum 4 tenacity to potentially 1 target. But we've already seen in Epiphany, or I think even 2, that reduce these costs. Then the final card, Pale Shooting Laser, 150% damage. And then activate 3 homing lasers in either draw pile or graveyard, which could be the main one with the Afterglow 2, or it could be the homing laser Ls with the Afterglow 1 plus the additional damage. And then you get the ultimate, Death Halo. 400% damage to all enemies. Move all homing laser Ls from exhaust pile into your hand to then use all of this. Keep in mind, every single homing laser uses an afterglow, but also gives an afterglow, costing you nothing. Ravage increase. So the concept of Ravage gives you 1 AP, but it also increases the action count of the enemy by 1 again. So if you Ravage and target with your attack, it's like haste. Alright, so that's Death Halo. And these are the other epiphanies we know. We have Shining Core Epiphany, giving you 3 homing lasers instead of 2. We have Plasma Missile, dealing 1 tenacity damage instead of 0.5, while also doubling the damage. So you go for, or increasing the damage. You go from 120 to like 200, and you go from 0.5 to 1 tenacity. Again, it activates if you don't break, meaning that this is at minimum 1 tenacity from the card, tenacity from the damage, and then if you have double afterglow with the double hit, this is around like 4.5, 5, 6 points, potentially like 5 points of tenacity in 1 card usage. And then this thing, 144 times 2 to random enemies, plus 1 hit for each homing laser in hand, which you can combine with the ultimate that pulls you all the homing lasers you could ever need into your hand, so that you can then get like a 144 times 10 times 10 is the maximum. So if 2 is the if 1 is the base, so yeah, times 10 is the highest you could get, right? So this is like a good card in a chaos run, but it doesn't have crazy scaling because it's in hand. No, it's not unlimited, it's in hand, right? Alright. Then next up, we have a big mystery. During the trailer, we got multiple weird instances, right? So we have right here, let's see if we can get to it real quick. So we have the Exhaust 2, which is the base form of the homing laser. But then this also exists. So what happens here, whoops. So what happens here is the target gets broken and they come into your hand, right? They come from being played. They don't come from the draw pile. they come from either exhaust or ravage pile, right? Meaning that the only way they could have gotten there is by being played somehow. And they still have exhaust 3. That means they have to go somewhere, somehow there, meaning that either they got created in the graveyard, which is a bit unlikely, or they are exhaust 4, which is kind of crazy. Or they are just exhaust 4. Yep, so that is the exhaust 3 homing laser next to the exhaust 2 homing laser, which we are not quite sure of yet why, right? And then this epiphany right here is a beauty. Look at this. 204% damage times 4 to random enemies. Create a homing laser L for each hit at 0 cost. Meaning that 4 hitter, let's say like 100% base, 120% base, 4 hitter, 0 cost, can give you up to 4 homing lasers in AoE scenarios or 1 homing laser in a one-on-one scenario, right? And that is for the super expensive card. That's for this one. The 3 cost Cobalt Light has a 0 cost epiphany. So let's say it has the same base, 120 times 4, and instead of the tenacity, you actually create another homing laser. 0 cost of Shizuru, then it might be a 1 or 2 cost, right? Like at this point, it could be a 0 cost because of anything, right? Though I do believe 0 cost, if not cost reduction, would be a blue 0, right? Instead of a green one. I would assume it goes down to like a 2 or a 1. But figuring out why it's 0 cost, that'd be the difficult part, no? I mean, let's see if we can do. So, the card is 0 cost, but we would need to see which type of Shizuru buff it. It could be the 2 cost reduction one. It is probably a 2 cost card with the Shizuru cost reduction by 2. Because none of the other cards are reduced, and we are in turn 2, so it can't be the turn 1 start. So it is the inhibit with the 2 cost reduction, because none of the other cards are reduced. Right? None of these other cards are reduced, meaning it has to be the 2 cost reduction, because otherwise one of these cards, one of the other cards would have the reduction. So it should be the 2 cost reduction from the Shizuru inhibit, meaning this card goes from a 3 to a 2 cost, making it more realistic. Maybe an unepiphany bounded dust, that would be a 1 cost reduction. Yeah, obviously the card is not at base 0 cost. Alright. And then for the rest, let's just quickly go through this post right here. So once again, Afterglow is the buff you give yourself that increases damage by 50% plus 50 to ravage targets for any attack card, while also increasing the tenacity damage dealt by 1, yeah, 1 extra tenacity. The homing lasers are the cards that she places at 0 cost card, and if you break the target, they come back. And then now these points use homing laser as much as possible, right? Because the more you use, the more come back once you break the enemy. And then you also gain 1 AP from breaking the enemy, which would then allow you to play more expensive cards, making her an AP generator. And then here, point 2, as Sereniel specializes in deck cycling to gain AP through Ravage, it is recommended to form a team that enhances defensive performance, because she at least already is a bit of a support. Right? And yes, all homing lasers seem to be 0 cost. Now, these are the team synergies recommended by the official post, right? At the top, you have yourself Sereniel with her tenacity damage, with the increases, with the AP generation. Then you have yourself a Mika for even more AP generation, and that is because you want to play high cost cards so that Khalib can trigger reliably her Silver Veil attack card, right? Her Vulture Launcher, right? The Vulture Launcher. So, yeah. She herself also has multiple sources of tenacity cards in her kit, allowing her to do even more tenacity damage or ravage damage. Both of these units are instinct units. They can both use the new instinct set, giving you plus 50% damage against broken targets. The plus 50% damage against broken targets works for her homing lasers that get from the afterglow the plus 50, meaning that all the homing lasers actually get plus 100 for when the target is broken. Holy shit. Holy shit. Yep, and the Zero Quest card Cassius is gonna be good as well. Okay, again, no extended update. You can see we opened this browser tab like 5 times. Okay, and then here. So then here for the shield tenacity damage supports and all of those, you can see we have a Mika, a Selena, a Nia, and a Ray. All of these 4 stars could be on her banner, but the only unit to not have gotten a raid up until now is Selena. So Sereniel Selena being on banner is pretty much guaranteed, while all of these 3 supports actually already had a raid up in prior banners, meaning that if we again should get a support alongside the banner, it could be Cassius. It could be Cassius, because out of all of these supports, they got their banner already. Cassius hasn't yet, meaning Cassius, Hopium, Copium, until they confirm the banner, is still real. Owen is not but Owen is a striker, right? Maribel should be a tank, right? Cassius getting nerfed though, Season 2, February. And you don't even know if he's getting nerfed. Potentially one of the best banners up to date. Indeed. Owen will never get a banner, maybe. Where's the new Forster unit, man? She might still be on the banner. Tiny chance. So which is the best team for her? Out of those? Hear me out. Alright? I would say Sereniel, Shizuru, Selena. Card draw, you would have to put card draw on Sereniel with gear bags, in these injection cards and stuff, right? You would have to put the card draw on her from outside. So these 3 together. Or Sereniel, Shizuru plus Khalib. Khalib for the shields. Shizuru to heal any damage you take. Right? Shizuru to heal any damage you take, and then you just have to see if you can play enough cards. But no, a no-brainer, like this team, these 2 together. Mika, Sereniel is going to be busted. Mika, Sereniel, any third. Right? Like you could run Mika, Sereniel, Veronica, Mika, Sereniel, anybody else. Like the way it's described here, she's fantastic with anybody. E2 Shizuru healer is now real? Yep. Sereniel, Mei Lin, Vero, Mika. Yeah, Sereniel, Mei Lin hasn't even been explored, right? The concept of Sereniel, Mei Lin would be Mei Lin dealing extra damage with her embers against broken targets, and Sereniel just making sure targets are broken. Unless she has a bit... She's not a single target DPS. And that's the weird part, right? Because she has multi-hit, but also multi-target hit. That also creates... That benefits from fighting multiple enemies. So she's a single target unit that doesn't really have an AoE weakness. Because she just attacks that much. The more targets there are on the field... The more times she can break those targets, the more times she can get her homing missiles back in hand. Right? Like, the more targets there are, the more tenacity break bars exist, the more breaks she can break, the more AP she can generate, the more ravages she can do, the more homing missiles she can summon. So yeah. Holy. So AoE without AoE, indeed. Exactly. The partner is so partner, right? Let's talk about the partner briefly. Okay, so her partner already, you could say, confirmed to boost attack power, right? Peko does more than just boost attack power.
올려줄 뿐 아니라 격파된 대상에게
She can even increase the damage dealt to ravaged enemies. Now, why is that important? She is a hunter. None of the hunter partners really synergize with her to a crazy degree, do they? Like, aren't they all more about bullets? And the concept of bullets, or is it the concept of card creation? Right? Like, all the, like, Akan and Karate, aren't they about card creation? About bullets? Instead of, like, just card creation? Is it card creation? Let me check. I'm currently in a run in-game, so we can't just check in-game. A card. Bullet card. So a card, gone, right? Karate generates a card for the first time. Okay, so Karate would be alright. So it's 3-star partner, Karate, Battle Pass partner, or dedicated partner. The laser doesn't count as a bullet, no. Yeah, Yuri is disgusting. Also, this has obviously been nerfed, right? But draw 2. And also a 16% attack increase. Crazy. Alright. What about the Battle Pass partner? Yeah, I mean, Serathea. The crit chance is nice. The crit damage is okay. But the too vulnerable, it's just she doesn't do big hits. She does a bit smaller ones, right? Kiara doesn't rely on bullet. If there are 10 or more cards in a graveyard, the assigned combatant's attack card damage is increased. When the assigned combatant discards a card, she doesn't discard a card. Deal 200% damage by number of cards in the graveyard. It's alright. Yeah, I know that the max out Yuri. So it's probably gonna be the dedicated partner is gonna be slightly better than Yuri. Yuri is gonna be your best option if you don't want to go. But go for the dedicated partner. Honestly, go for the dedicated partner because the partner is limited. That's just pretty much it, right? Should you get Shizuru now? Hell no. If it's between getting a Shizuru and getting a Serenia, the decision should be easy. Should be easy. Hey, Sauron, what's up? Appreciate it. Alright, people. Thank you so much. So what we're going to do is we'll end the stream here. I'll turn the Serenia kit into a video. Or better said, I just use clips from the stream because I'm lazy as fuck. I'm not lazy, but I don't think I can bring up the same enthusiasm. So I think it's going to be better if I just put the stream clips together. It's still going to make sense because that's what I tried, right? And then, yeah, we'll be back with the later stream where we do Hyperspace Basin, and Great Rift, right? We still need to finish this Great Rift run at some point. So I'm gonna leave this run going, and we see each other in like 2 to 3 hours. Deal? We see each other in around 2 to 3 hours for a continuation of like Hyperspace Basin and this Great Rift run. Peace!